main reason I decided to do boot camp was I always like to give clients and give people that I train something that I've done myself, so I get the feeling of how it is and how they cope with it, and if it's actually doable. I like to be able to ask people to do things that I would do myself. So yeah, the best thing to do was to jump straight in and do the training here and be on the receiving end. Before we started, I was worried about actually keeping up with some of the long-termers. They've been here for a good while, so some people up to 12 weeks. Some people even stay for longer, and they are machines for lack of a better word. They just keep going. They're in, week out, always going. The mental toughness is there. So yeah, I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up with some of them, and they definitely gave me a run for my money. The other trainers responded quite happily, as you can imagine. The look on Stu and Ash's face when I said I was going to do it was priceless. Reg, he's already done it himself, so he was a bit more, well, I thought he'd be a bit more empathetic, but it just gave me both barrels as well. I expected nothing less, really. And yeah, they got some special attention, which I thank them for my results at the end of it. So yeah, it was fun, and I can't wait for one of the other two to do it. During the boot camp, I got a real sense of teamwork. It was a real big thing for me, and that's what we like to put in as trainers as well. So, you're up early on your hard days, you're doing fasted cardio first thing in the morning, and that's it. That's your family for the next few days, and you're sleeping and chatting all the time with people is great. It's like that holiday mentality as well, to a point. Is everything's timed by like 10, so a week feels like a month, and I imagine 12 weeks feels like a year. You get real close with people, and it's good because when you're struggling, or when anyone's struggling, there's always someone there to help out, and that is one of our big points, is teamwork makes the dream work. One thing I discovered, seeing it from a camper's point of view, was that the mental toughness you need to continue day in, day out is incredible. You wake up, you're sore, you're aching, and you kind of have a sense of what's coming next. And it's very easy to kind of to hide out in your shell and say like, mate, I want 5 more minutes or something. But it's that breakdown of, I just want to get up, get it done, and then I can get back to bed eventually. But yeah, the mental side of it is a lot harder, and we have people who have breakthroughs, which are almost like a breakdown, but you push through the barrier, you get yourself up, and like I said, your team sort of brings you up as well. So if you're not feeling it, someone will be there with you, encouraging you, bringing you on, and a bit of healthy competition always helps as well. So I feel I'm a better trainer now because I know what they go through. I felt the other side of the stick, and I know what's expected. So, and I can always use that. I've done it, but it's a case of, I know how it feels to wake up in the morning really sore, get up, and then have to go and do either the Cooper run or hill sprints or something like that. I found the food an absolute godsend. I love food, and it's kind of been my downfall in the past, but the food here really helped. Sometimes it was difficult to eat because you've been training and it's really hard, but at the end of the day, I learned it's fuel, I need to get it in, and once I'd eaten it, I was so grateful I had it in me, because if I didn't, then I would have been hungry and starving for the next session, or I wouldn't have performed as well. And the food tastes so good. I wish I could have the chefs back home as my personal chefs, but my best bit of advice for anyone coming to boot camp would be to just get stuck in. Whether you're here for a week or 12 weeks, you've made that decision to come here. You know what's coming to a point. Like we explain everything very well through like the website and any information you can find on our social media. You know what you're coming for. Give it your all. Just be open-minded. Trust the program, and you'll have a great time, a great experience. I'm not going to lie, it would be tough, but if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So my personal results within 4 days were I lost 7.7 pounds, which was absolutely incredible. It was a good kickstart for me. It was something I wanted to do just to, again, to prove to myself and to lose what I can. And I lost a good few centimetres off my chest and my waist, and my jeans and my actual work trousers fit a lot better now as well. So feeling all round pleased with my results, and that was just 4 days. My 3 words to explain my boot camp experience would be challenging, exhausting, and worthwhile. So I'd just like to end on this. As I said, myself and Reg have been on the other end of the campers experience. We've been on there right beside you, shoulder to shoulder. So I think it's time maybe Stu or Ash, pulled up the courage and had a go. 4 days is so far the top, so let's see if you can do that, boys.